Hey, yo, what is up? Happy Monday. Let's get it, man. So, Monday was one of my worst days of the week because it meant that it was the very first day that I had to go back to the grind, back to the hustle. But ever since I made some changes to my own personal lifestyle and my professional lifestyle, man, Monday turned into one of my most, if not the most productive day of my week. And that's what I want to hit you guys with today. So, productivity to me is not just anything that has to do with work, but it's everything and anything that helps you better your health, helps you better your own personal growth, and helps you better your relationships. So, shortly put, it's anything that adds quality to your life. And today I started off very productive. I the first thing I did in the morning was, I woke up, I brushed my teeth and all that, and then I helped my wife get our kid ready for school. I helped pack that lunch for him and help him to be on his way to have his productive day. And then from there, before it was just a drag for me to even go to the grocery store and get my groceries. I was always tired, I was always overworked, and I was always running on like very poor sleep. Ever since I made these changes, which was within the last year or so, like I've been, finding a lot of value and feeling good about doing certain things. And today, after we dropped off our son at school, we hit the grocery store. We got everything that we needed for the week. And that's another thing right there, man. One of the things that I did personally is I changed the way that I eat. I dropped a lot of the processed stuff, a lot of the fast food, and nowadays you can find me at your local grocery store picking up the fruits and veggies, picking up my protein, and all that. Just makes my life a whole lot better. And I want to continue with that, and that's what I'm transmitting to you, especially like anybody should be able to go to the grocery store and pick out all your good stuff. You should be able to hold your veggies in your hand and determine whether or not that's a good veggie to take home, which is what I did today. I got what I get. Make sure to get your whole grains. I got some beans today. My wife is gonna cook up some beans with some vegetables, and she just like, that's like top notch for me. So I get my protein and all that. And I also got some bananas. My bananas were not ripe yet. I'll show you this clip right here. They're still pretty green, but they should be ready within the next day or two, so I can get my potassium in. What else I get? I got my celery, I got my kale to get my greens in. But yeah, shortly put, anybody should be able to go out to the grocery store and get all that healthy, nutritious stuff. And I feel like there's already too many people getting sick with food related issues, such as diabetes and high blood pressure and whatnot. I feel like, I've heard it many times from, great names in the nutrition field out there saying that we don't inherit genes, we inherit habits. So if we start in our generation breaking those habits and picking up new ones, then that's something that we can leave for the next generation that's coming up after us. But how am I going to tell you about fitness, about healthy eating if I'm looking like crap? So that's exactly what I'm working on right now on my own personal development. And that's what I want to transmit to you guys, man. Just really take note of everything that you guys are doing on your day-to-day basis and really start to make those changes. Like I was noticing that I was feeling very low energy every day at any given time of day, whether it was like I just woke up, or if it was like the middle of the afternoon, or especially at night, I'd be like tired. And I started questioning, why am I feeling so tired, even though like I've already picked up like a pretty good routine of exercise. And then I realized that I was drinking way too much caffeine. Not only too much caffeine, but caffeine at the wrong times of the day. So I came to learn that you should not drink caffeine past lunchtime. So my last cup of coffee would be somewhere around 9 o'clock, and that would be it for the day. I will not consume any more caffeine after that, because like that right there alone was the reason why I was feeling so tired. So what happens is that when you take caffeine, your body takes about 12 to 14 hours for all that, to get rid of all that caffeine. So if I'm drinking a cup of coffee at 4 p.m., that means that at 4 a.m. that caffeine is still gonna be in my system, and it's like no wonder I couldn't get a good night's sleep, even though I was in bed for 7 to 8 hours. So we need to start analyzing everything that we're doing on a day-to-day basis and see whether or not whatever actions we're taking are beneficial to our health. My goal is to, when I reach a certain age, like I'm 36 now, but by the time I hit my 50s, my 60s, I still want to be like able to walk on my own account. I want to be able to hang out with my kids and not be just somebody who needs to be sitting down on the couch, or anything like that. So I got to start now analyzing everything that I'm doing, and then applying everything that I'm learning, and really stick to it. There's a difference between you picking up a book or watching an informative video and just leaving it right there. Whatever you learn, whatever knowledge you acquire, it's important that you keep that knowledge and you apply it to your own life on a day-to-day basis, so that you can improve your own quality of life. Especially nowadays, I'm really big on fitness. So it does no good for me to kill myself working out, but then eat a whole bunch of crap. So that's something that I got to keep in mind, and that's what I'm trying to pass on to you guys. And this is all coming from my own personal experience as somebody who's been out there just working long hours, late into the night, and having some poor food choices and poor life choices, pretty much. That right there is like, no, I gotta stop that, because I gotta question myself. I'm a father of 3, so I gotta question myself, like, what am I gonna leave for my kids? What kind of a father am I gonna give my kids? And nowadays, man, I got, if you have kids, you'll feel me on this one. You gotta keep up with your kids' energy, man. Those kids don't know when to stop. There's times where you might be worn out, and a certain decision that you made throughout your days can lead to the difference between you spending, those extra 10 minutes a day with your kids. Give them an extra 10 minutes of, happy time with you, of your presence, of your company, or you letting that go and, just not giving them that time of day. There were times where I could not even see my kids, because I would leave early in the morning to go to work. I would come back like really late at night. So I would leave when it was out dark, and I would come back home when it was out dark. So by the time that I would leave when my kids and my wife were asleep, and I'd come back home from work by the time they were already asleep. So I wouldn't really get to see them. But nowadays, it's like I cannot continue to live like that. And that's why I started analyzing myself within my means and started making those changes, man, because life is short and we're here today, but who knows about tomorrow? You know what I mean? So that's why I started looking and analyzing at my day-to-day routine, and that's why I started coming up with new ideas to improve my health, to improve my mood, and so on and so forth. So remember, you only got one life, you only got one body, you need to take care of it. And like I said, you don't have to be perfect, because I'm not perfect. Sometimes I have those days where I just splurge out on whatever is maybe not good for me, and but it's like once in a blue moon. I'm not saying it makes it right, but I am saying that one day here and there, it's not as bad as having a bad habit continue every single day. So yeah, that's gonna be it for today. I really hope it left you with something, or it will at least make you think before, when next time that you have a choice to make, you can decide whether A or B is better for you. And then you can determine what's gonna ultimately add more value to your days, what's gonna give you more energy, what's gonna have you feeling better about yourself. And there's a difference, like this weekend. There was a moment this weekend when I started thinking, like, I was just right there chilling, watching a movie, and I was sitting on the couch. I was like, wait a minute, I could be watching this movie right now and doing something productive at the same time. So right then and there, I dropped to the floor and I did some sets of push-ups, and it's like I'm doing something that I enjoy doing, which is watching a good movie. Especially me as a creator, I enjoy cinema. I enjoy the magic behind movies. But I just found a way to incorporate my healthy lifestyle now, my new healthy lifestyle, incorporate that, and at the same time do something that I love to do. So that right there just gives you, an idea of how much time a day you'll have to really work on yourself. And it really all depends on what you have as your goals, as your own personal goals. But my personal goals tell me to squeeze out as much time as I can, no matter what goes on in my day. Take a moment every single day to work on that specific goal that I'm trying to reach. So that right there is like, now you have an idea of what it takes, what it really takes to do whatever it is that you want to do to hit those targets that you want to hit every day. And it's like every day take a little bit of time to do that, whatever gets you closer to your goals, because any day that you don't take that time is a day, lost pretty much. So that's what productivity is to me. Like anything that will help you better your life, your health, your personal relationships, and that can get you close to your goals, man. Like one step at a time, but we're gonna get it, and that's pretty much it, man. Thank you guys for watching. If you like this video, please remember to give me that thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel. I got plenty of hot content coming up for you guys, dropping that knowledge that I've been learning and transmitting that back to you guys. I think it's an energy that needs to be circulated. So whatever I acquire for myself, I'm gonna pass it on to you guys. But yeah, we'll see you guys on the next. Peace. Let's freaking get it right now.